Last night, you probably dreamed something. Maybe you were flying or running from something, or weirdly back in high school. But here's a question nobody asks enough. What was your dog dreaming about? Or your cat? Or a rat? Or a crow? Do animals even dream at all? And if they do, is it anything like ours? The answer is stranger and honestly more fascinating than most people think. To understand if animals dream, we first need to understand what dreaming actually is. When you sleep, your brain goes through stages. And in one very specific stage, called REM sleep, something weird happens. REM stands for rapid eye movement. Your eyes literally flutter under your eyelids. Your heart beats a little faster, and your brain, it lights up almost exactly like when you're awake. Scientists believe this is when dreams happen. Now, here's where it gets interesting. REM sleep isn't unique to humans, not even close.
Dogs have it, cats definitely have it. That's why your cat looks like it's hunting something in its sleep. Rats have it, birds have it, even some reptiles show signs of it. And in 2019, researchers discovered that octopuses, yes, octopuses, go through what looks like REM sleep. Their skin flashes with color while they sleep, like they're playing a movie on their body. Let that image sit for a second. An octopus, dreaming, in color, in the deep ocean. Scientists think they might be replaying hunts they did during the day. But wait, how do we actually know any of this? We can't exactly ask a dog what it dreamed about. That's where the research gets seriously clever.
In the late 1990s, neuroscientists at MIT did something remarkable. They put rats in a maze. While the rats ran through it, the scientists carefully mapped which brain cells fired and in what exact order. Then the rats went to sleep. And here's the jaw-dropping part. During REM sleep, those same brain cells fired again, in the same order at the same speed. The rats weren't just sleeping, they were mentally running the maze again. They were replaying their day, processing it, like their brain was hitting save on the memory. Sound familiar? It should, because your brain does the exact same thing. When you dream about something that happened to you, your brain is literally consolidating that memory, strengthening the connections. Animals aren't just sleeping, they're learning in their sleep.
Now let's talk about the animal most of us actually share a bed with, or at least a room. Dogs. Dr. Stanley Coren, a psychologist who has spent his career studying dogs, believes dogs dream almost exactly the way humans do. They dream about the day, about smells, about their owners. If you've watched a dog sleep and seen its legs twitching, tail wagging, or heard it making little sounds, that's REM sleep. That's a dream happening. And here's a detail that'll make you look at your dog differently. Small dogs dream more frequently. A toy poodle might have a new dream every 10 minutes. But large dogs, they have fewer dreams, but each one lasts longer. A Great Dane could be locked inside one long, elaborate dream for 45 minutes or more. We don't know exactly what they dream about. But given that dogs spend their days playing fetch, going for walks, and obsessing over squirrels, it's probably a lot of fetch, walks, and squirrels.
But if animals can have good dreams, can they have bad ones? Almost certainly yes. Rescue animals, dogs and cats who've experienced trauma, show signs of distress during sleep. Whimpering, trembling, sudden awakenings. Researchers believe these animals are reliving traumatic experiences, much the same way humans with PTSD replay traumatic events in nightmares. This is actually one of the most important findings in this field, because it tells us something we should never forget. Animals don't just react to their environment in the moment, they carry it with them, even in sleep. Which raises a much bigger question, one that science is still wrestling with. Do animals know they're dreaming? Do they have any awareness of it? That is where things get philosophically complicated.
Humans can have something called lucid dreams, where you realize you are dreaming while it's happening. do animals ever experience that? We genuinely don't know.
To know you're dreaming, you need a level of self-awareness, an ability to step outside your own experience and observe it. We know some animals, like great apes, elephants, dolphins, and corvid birds, show remarkable signs of self-awareness when they're awake. But whether that extends to their dream state, that's a frontier science hasn't fully crossed yet. What we do know is this: the barrier between human minds and animal minds is far, far thinner than we used to believe. For most of human history, we assumed animals were basically biological machines. They ate, they moved, they reproduced. But feeling? Dreaming? Consciousness? We thought that was ours alone. We were wrong.
So, do animals dream like humans? Not exactly, but maybe more than we ever gave them credit for. They sleep. They enter REM. Their brains replay their experiences. They process emotion. They may even relive fear. And somewhere in there, in the quiet of the night, a dog is probably chasing a ball it caught yesterday. A rat is running a maze it already solved. An octopus is flashing with the colors of a hunt it already won. Their inner lives are real. And the more we look, the more we find. If this made you think differently about the animal sleeping next to you tonight, that's kind of the whole point. Drop a comment below. What do you think your pet dreams about? And if you want to go deeper into the secret minds of animals, subscribe. Because next week, we're asking an even wilder question. Can animals actually feel guilt? Or are they just acting guilty? You might be surprised by the answer. See you there.